Welcome to our busy town. So our population now is 4,604 and we have $50,000 in the bank. And as we closed out the last episode, the last tutorial, I realized that I had made a little mistake in putting this residential zone so close to the commercial zone. The industrial zone. So if you look at that, look at the pollution level here in this panel. You can see that this is polluted over in here, and I don't want residents building houses where it's polluted like that. So let's dezone that using this tool and the fill tool. I'll dezone this, dezone this, dezone this. They're actually started to build a house on that one, so it will stop building that house pretty soon. It did build in here, but again, looking at the pollution, it just clears it, so it's not too bad. I could also mitigate this by maybe deleting some of this industry and putting a park in there or something like that. In fact, I will do that just to make things a little better for our residents. So I'm going to go ahead and build, I don't know if I should build a park or some other kind of building. For now, what I'm going to do is just dezone it and leave it alone and let it clean itself up. After a while, the pollution will reduce in this area. Okay. Now, before we go any further, we probably should do a quick kind of a health check of our city. Let's look at our status for various things. First, the electricity. We are just on the cusp here. We have enough available. We're producing 116 megawatts and we're using 101. So it won't be long before we're going to need another electrical plant. So what we have available now with the money that we have is a standard coal power plant, which produces a lot of pollution. A advanced coal power plant, which produces much less pollution. It says 10 up here, 10 and 10. That's noise and air pollution. Where this one produces 50 and 50. The cost is $35,000 versus $19,000, and it puts out 56 megawatts, where the standard coal puts out 40. So it's not a bad deal for the price. Let's see what this one is. This is an oil plant. Puts out a little more pollution than the advanced coal. The advanced coal puts out 10 and 10. The oil puts out 35 and 50. So it's a noisy one, and it produces 120 megawatts. So it does produce quite a bit more electricity. It costs a little more. It's going to use up our entire funding if I put it in right now. So I think what I'm going to do is go for the advanced coal. And we'll just put it next to our other power plants up in here somewhere. Alright, and now if we start our simulation a little and take a look at our city, we should see shortly the electricity available now is much higher than we are using. So we're good to go on adding residences and businesses and things like that. So it's back to the zoning tool, and we're looking at our demand again here. We have a lot of medium demand for residential and some demand for both industry and commercial. So let's do some more commercial over in here near our industrial zone. And we also need to build some more roads. So I think I'll start with the roads and we'll go up. I've decided it's probably time to quit using the gravel roads. Bring that out. Probably time to quit using gravel because eventually I'd be upgrading them all anyway, and our budget is a little healthier than it had been. Now I'm putting some space intentionally in this row. Actually I like to do that for residential especially, but even for commercial it's nice to have a little bit of space where I can do things like walking paths and kind of a buffer between the streets. I think it makes a more pleasant city in the long run. Okay, so we have some new roads in place. Am I out of money already? No. Well, I'm getting low though. I used quite a bit between the power plant and the roads I just built. So let's run the simulation and let this build up. Now, what do we have available? We still have only the basic zones. The office is not available yet until we reach 7,000 population, and the high density residential not the same, 7,000, same for high density commercial. So we can just do the low density zones at this point. I'm going to go ahead and put some more commercial near the industrial zones over here. And let's now add some more residential next to that. Alright, what is our other status of other things? Oh, it does want more industrial, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll let the simulation run at low speed for a bit and let it start to fill in some of those zones while we take a look at the status of other things like the water and sewage. That looks good. We're in good shape there. This is the garbage processing, or landfill and garbage processing. So by landfill, they're talking about this landfill that I put right here, and it's only a little bit, 26% full at this point. And garbage processing is 0. That refers to the recycling and incinerator plant, neither of which we have available yet, so you don't need to worry about that. While I'm sitting here looking at this, I notice I've got a water problem right there, so let's fix that. It's probably just a pipe, yep. Okay, I'm finished running this pipe over here, and whoops, click. Click. And then let's fill it in the center here. And that should take care of us for a little while. Let's see how we're doing over here. We probably should add some more plumbing here. Okay, we're running out of money, I believe. Yep. I'm going to have to stop that right there. Okay, we need to let the money build up, so let's go ahead and run the simulation at a high speed for a while. Okay, I paused it here for a second because I see we have a water issue up here, and that's because I never finished this pipe. We have more money at this point, so I can go ahead and get all that ready with water. And then let's run this simulation again. Now let's slow it down back to single speed, and let's see what the traffic situation looks like. We have a little bit of a bottleneck in here, and another one developing up here. So let's see what we can do about those. Here, I think we want to, a quick thing here would be to make this a 4-lane road. Might as well start putting a few trees in. I'm going to use the upgrade tool. Go ahead and upgrade that one. Now, it would probably be beneficial to turn this into a 4-lane road as far as we can. So in order to do that, I don't want to blow away all these buildings, which it would do if I just tried to dump the 4-lane right over the top of that. So I'm going to pause here for a sec. Let's move the police station first. Put it down here. And they're sad, then they're happy. And in order to do 4 lanes without blowing away these buildings, I'm going to have to move this one. It's a firehouse. I'll put this over here. Actually, let's move that over in this area. Thinking ahead a little bit. If you see the red up in here, is because doesn't have enough fire coverage. I'll put it right here in this neighborhood. Now, in order to make this 4 lanes, what I'm going to have to do is, without blowing away all those houses and buildings, I'm going to delete the road, delete these connector roads, and then see if I can get this 4-lane road to run neatly up in here without hitting the buildings. You see how the buildings turn red there? That's not good, so I'm going to try a little bit of an angle, maybe it won't hurt. Alright. Yeah, that did pretty good. It didn't hit the buildings there. It is hitting this one. And does not want to connect to this corner here. These are just convenience store and things like that. Let's blow away this road and see if we can get the 4-lane up there. Not too bad. It's going to lose one building by angling back in there. Let's also see if we can get a 4-lane in this direction. I won't do trees here because we're in an industrial zone and they'll just die from the pollution. They don't like the pollution. Let's try the curve tool. That's not too bad. As long as we're doing this, we'll connect over to the 4-lane that we did here. Now this should help that traffic situation. Let's run it a bit. I'm going to speed it up. While I'm here, I should pause again and reconnect these roads. I'm going to start using road with trees. Oh, the other thing, as your city builds up, it's a good idea to minimize the number of intersections on roads like this. You have a busy road here, you don't want a whole lot of stop signs. So what I'm doing is going to connect to an existing intersection only there and let the traffic flow nicely between those two spots. What I also might do is connect this. I'm going to blow away a few buildings and do away with this intersection here so that this traffic flows good. I have to think what to do with this road. It's not a very important road, so we'll leave it for now. Now I'm going to connect this up here. Let that traffic flow this way. So we already had an intersection here, so I'm not making a new stopping area. Now let's let the traffic flow a bit. Okay, I adjusted this road a little bit more, trying to make a little space between these two intersections, but it still isn't ideal, but we can deal with it later. If you look at the traffic situation, it's not terrible. A little bit of pinkish, reddish there, a little bit in here. We'll think about this some more later when we advance a little further on. Now, I did notice, just looking at this, that I have some power lines here. Probably don't need these anymore, so let's take a look at that and see how the power is connected all across there, so there's no need for these power lines. Also, I'm noticing I got a few, one abandoned building. It's not bad. That's a normal occurrence. You can leave it and it'll rebuild itself eventually, or you can just use the demolish button, little bulldozer, and it'll take care of it. This is a house that's saying it has garbage piled up, and probably that would be mitigated if I made this road paved to allow the garbage trucks quicker access to it. So while I'm upgrading, I'm going to go ahead and put trees in. So I'm going to upgrade some of this road, and then you can just drag across and it will upgrade all the way across. Go ahead and put some more trees up in here. stop at the commercial zone. I'll leave it without the trees for now. And then I did notice up here there's a little garbage collection issue. Garbage is piled up. I don't know the reason for that. The landfill site is right there close. If it gets to be a problem, I'll keep an eye on it. It's only 30% full, and there's 15 trucks out being used. Possibility is that it needs more trucks, and there is a way to adjust that if you go to the budget area and to the garbage collection. Now there's two icons in here, by the way. This is daytime budget, nighttime budget. I'm running this simulation in daytime only mode, so the nighttime doesn't have any effect until I turn nighttime back on again, and then it will affect it. So I'm going to go ahead and increase this budget. It's only $320 a week at this point, so 150% shouldn't raise it up too much, and then we'll resume the simulation and we can watch it go up. The cost should go up, but yeah, see, it's going up to 350, 370. Let's see what it's done to the number of trucks here. See, there's 19 now instead of 15. So pause the simulation. Those extra trucks should soon pick up this garbage, and then citizens will be happy. Okay, I'm thinking that we might want to make a connection down in here to the freeway, just for future use mostly, but to improve traffic. Maybe off of the roundabout here, we'll make a 4-lane road. One thing I like about these 4-lane roads is when you want to upgrade into a 6-lane, it doesn't take up any more space than the 4-lane, and so it doesn't blow away buildings. I'm going to raise this up using the page up key. I'll show you what it looks like in the more angled view. Page up, it'll raise up. Well, I went a little too close, so I'm going to have to blow away a little bit of road.
Go back, select my road with the trees in the middle, go page up here. I'm not sure why it was arguing with me earlier. Anyway, page up. Turns blue and it's okay.
Have I run out of money already? Yeah, that's my problem. Okay, a little soon to be paving new roads and making overpasses, I suppose, so I'm going to go ahead and run it. Let the budget come back. Now we have $1,800. I'm probably going to go ahead and finish this little road here. I wasn't watching that budget while I did this. Okay, page down. Now I've got an overpass, and I can connect that to this interstate soon, once I have enough money to do that. Meanwhile, we're watching the demand. It's even all the way across, not real high, so we should be okay on our zoning. While it's running fast, let's also take a look at the water situation. Just now turning into the yellow on both the water and sewage. And electric is still in the green, so we probably should pay attention to that water situation here. Our population is now 6,200. I'm going to pause and probably add a new water pumping station. I have $14,000 now, so let's see how much a station costs. It's $2,500, so that's not bad. I'm going to attach it here, just close as we can to the upstream border of our city, and then make sure I connect that pipe somewhere. The electric is fine. It will run, and our water will be good. Let's pay attention to the sewage also. An Echo water outlet costs $4,000. We still have $11,000, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright, run the simulation and check on this. It says operating normally, so we should be good. We'll look at we got plenty of availability now, both water and sewage treatment. Okay, our city's growing and demand is even. A little bit of a problem up here. What's that? Not enough workers, so hopefully we will solve that by filling in our residential zone. Let's go ahead and put some more zoning in. What is our school situation now? A little bit low on elementary. We've got $24,000 elementary school costs. $10,000. Where's our previous school? It's way over here. So let's put one up in this corner, somewhere fairly convenient for getting to it. Okay, our school availability is good now. We don't have any high schools, and we need to start thinking about that as soon as we have enough money. There's $24,000 is what they cost. I think it's time probably to bite the bullet and put in a high school. We'll put it right up here. Okay. Demand is increasing again for industrial. Let's see what that looks like. A little bit more industrial. And it's filling in. Do we have water up there? Yes, we do. Here we go. We have 6,900 population. I think our next milestone is 7,000, so we should be getting close. A little bit of demand for commercial, so let's go ahead and add some up here next to our industry, remember. Big town. We just achieved our big town with 7,000 population, and that's giving us some extra things now. There's policies, new policies we can apply. We just got the office specialization of IT cluster, so we'll start doing that on our next tutorial, putting in some office IT areas, which is a pretty cool thing. Okay, before I leave, I thought I'd just give you a little tour of the city using a tool I haven't shown yet. It's called Cinematic Camera. And if you click on that, by the way, I've turned the sound on just to enhance the effect here. Click on Cinematic Camera and it'll give you a little kind of a tour overview of your city. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy this for a moment. Lots of traffic on our interstate. Residential zone here. There's the landfill and one of the power plants. Noisy industrial zone. A little more peaceful residential. So stay tuned for tutorial number 7. Hope you enjoyed this one.